for her decades as a courageous and tenacious leader of public service, as a tireless and caring advocate for the collective voice of thousands, as a diplomat with unwavering determination in her quest for equity and fairness, and to ensuring the accessibility and affordability of education, the College of New Rochelle is deeply honored to present Lillian Roberts with the Sister Dorothy Ann Kelly Woman of Conscience Award. I now invite Dr. Roberts to offer remarks to our graduates.
First, I want to thank President Harrington, the faculty of College of New Rochelle, and congratulate the graduates. Of course, am overcome by this award and by this recognition. I must tell you, out of all the years, and it's been 60 years that I worked for labor, I have never been so fulfilled than to see that you realized the dreams that I always wanted. And you did it well, and you did it with a college that I will always admire, the College of New Rochelle. I promised myself 60 years ago, Lord, if you ever give me the opportunity, I will always do everything I can to see that the humiliation of being poor and having a lack of opportunity will not fall on those people that I would represent. And this is the first time I've been so full because I talked to my mother about it. She said, oh, your work isn't done. And I wanted to do something I couldn't teach. I wasn't a doctor. I didn't have the degrees to do those things. But I wanted to be in the lives of people and help make the difference for them. So once I was elected as a shop steward 60 years ago, I set out to work with the union contract and the laws of our nation in order to make sure that wherever I fit in, I was going to do my part. And I was going to keep my commitment. And I must tell you, little did I know that the College of New Rochelle, which was not known to me at that time, was the college. It was a wonderful, wonderful connection to the people that we represented. First of all, they was very sensitive. They understood that they were going to be taking our people from an area, in many cases, where there was no hope for them, into a whole different world. And I think that they could feel that as they started to work on educating adult people who had been in the workforce for some time and had been overlooked and probably regarded as useless in some cases. And that was such a wonderful match. And if nothing else happened to me in my 87 years, I felt I say that because I retired in January and I was sick. And I had a wonderful family. Are they here? I'd like for them to stand so you could applaud them because they nursed me back to where I'm at today. When I went into the hospital as an emergency person, because I had a light stroke, and you can see I'm fine, nothing happened to me. It was God's work. It was God's work waiting for this day when I could confess that, Lord, I did my job. And I tried to do the things that was right and things I was committed and charged with doing by the workforce that I represented. What a wonderful feeling. And I think that he would approve and my mother would too. Because here you are, You're looking wonderful, and remember, this graduation and this education isn't just for you. You have a family. And there were many people, many individuals who sacrificed for you to be where you are. Don't forget your union. Your union is responsible for you being where you are today. And sometimes we achieve things and we go on, and next thing you know, it's taken away from us. And in this world, your children may be the beneficiaries of this education. You know how much it costs now. They may get into the civil service. If they come into ASME and District Council 37, they'd have an opportunity to receive an education such as you have here today. So I'm very grateful. I can't tell you how overwhelmed I am with over 3,700 and some bachelor degrees, and many of the people who received them have gone on to higher education, and they're doing great things, and you can do great things. I just beg you, conduct yourself in such a way that those that follow you will be proud of you, and they'll do great things too. That's how goodness gets around, is that we spread it around, and we do what we can wherever we are. I have never been a person with a Bible under my arm, but I do believe in God. And it's for those reasons, and I don't care what religion you are, you get out of life what you put into it. And when I was charged after 5 elections with taking your trust and your confidence and making something out of it, nothing made me feel better than continue to build on what we had established. So I wasn't going to talk a lot, but I just want you to appreciate. I want you to appreciate the College of New Rochelle, because there was many colleges that was reviewed before them, and they did not beat the test. Here you have a faculty that cares about you and your family too, and don't forget that. And that's why you had, after 9/11, people waiting so they could continue their education. And it's just a step in the right direction so you can get promotions and be whatever you want to be. What a great feeling that is. So I want to thank you for being where you are and doing what you've done, because that fulfills me. That's where I graduated, is when I could take ideas and bring people together and make things happen. You have to do the same. You got to do it for your children, your neighbors, and for your union. And you got to pay attention. There's a war being declared on unions throughout the United States. That's the only instrument you have. I want you to know that. And don't ever get so proud that you can knock it, because that's all you got. That's your dignity and your progress. I want to thank you for this honor. And I'm in very good company because I'm the 4th person. And those before me also cared, and they made a contribution. And that's why I'm happy to be in this company. And my contributions now have to go through you. Wherever you are and whatever you do the best you can. And it will be recognized, and you'll move beyond those levels. You'll get your promotions, and you'll have great things happen to you and your family. And thanks for helping me to live the dream that I always wanted. I wanted to go to the college and serve the people. Thank you so much to both of you. This is my opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts.